During the 2023 NFL playoffs, cameras caught A.J. Brown on the Eagles sideline. He was not watching the game. He was not talking to coaches. He was reading a book. The image spread everywhere. People wanted to know, what is a professional athlete reading in the middle of a playoff game? The book was Inner Excellence by Jim Murphy, and what is inside it explains more about elite performance than most coaching ever will. Murphy spent decades coaching professional athletes, Olympians, and elite performers across every field. His first finding is uncomfortable. Most people, including the most accomplished ones, are performing from the wrong place. They are chasing external success, winning, status, recognition, money, other people's approval. None of those things are wrong to want. The problem is that none of them are fully in your control. When your sense of worth depends on outcomes you cannot guarantee, something shifts in how you perform. You stop going all in. Because going all in means you might fully lose, and fully losing now means something about who you are. Murphy calls this performing from the outside in, and it quietly limits almost everyone. The worst part is that it feels like the right approach. You think the pressure you feel is just what high stakes are supposed to feel like. The mechanism underneath all of it is fear. Fear of failing, fear of judgment, fear of what a bad result says about you. Murphy says fear is the real opponent, not the competition, not the circumstances. Fear shows up as overthinking before the moment, hesitation in the middle of it, and then relief instead of joy when it actually goes well, because part of you was bracing the whole time. When you perform out of fear, your attention splits. Part of you is doing the thing, part of you is managing what happens if it falls apart. Murphy asks one question to make this visible. What would you do differently if you had no fear of what people thought? Most people, when they sit with that question honestly, realize the answer is quite a lot. His framework answers this with three things: love, wisdom, and courage. Love is first because it is the foundation everything else stands on. Murphy is not talking about passion or inspiration. He means doing the thing because you are genuinely in it for the thing itself. Not for what it earns you. Not for the recognition. For the thing itself. When you operate from that place, you stop performing for an audience and start actually competing. It also means that when things get hard, you do not abandon the activity. You stay because your reason for being there does not depend on winning. A.J. Brown said the book helps him stay connected to what he loves about playing, instead of getting swept up in the stakes of the moment. The second piece is wisdom. Murphy defines it simply: know what is actually in your control, and release everything that is not. Your effort is yours. Your attention is yours. Your preparation and your attitude are yours. The outcome is not. The crowd's reaction is not. What the other side does is not. Mixing those two categories together is where most of the suffering under pressure comes from. Stoic philosophers wrote about this exact boundary centuries ago. Marcus Aurelius built his entire practice on it. Murphy's insight is that it is not just a philosophy, it is a performance skill you can actually train. When you live inside that boundary, pressure stops being a threat. It just becomes something that is happening, and you keep doing your thing. The third piece is courage, and Murphy is very specific about what courage actually means. Courage is not fearlessness. Fearlessness is rare and honestly not the point. Courage is acting fully without needing a guaranteed outcome. Most people wait. They wait until they feel ready, until conditions are better, until they are sure enough. Murphy says that wait is the trap. Readiness does not come from preparing to go. It comes from going. And the thing courage produces is not always a win. Sometimes it produces a loss you can actually learn from, which is more than the wait ever gave you. Underneath all three of these, Murphy is pointing at an identity shift. Stop making your identity about succeeding. Make it about becoming. When your identity is about becoming, a bad result stops being a verdict on who you are. A.J. Brown was reading that book in the middle of a playoff game because it kept his mind clear and free. Love what you are doing. Know what you control. Act without needing a guarantee. Everything else follows from those three. Follows.